We have a lot of study abroad options through World, but I think that Scotland is special because everyone in this program is doing a case study project. So they're actually really getting involved in the local businesses and being able to apply the work that they're doing in the classroom with an actual company. So it's a great resume builder. I also love this program because it's not just Stetson students going to another country, it's Stetson, plus we work with two other U.S. universities, Utah Valley University and Jacksonville University. So it's a mix of students from all three of these schools, plus you're in Scotland being hosted by the University of Highlands and Islands at Inverness College. So you also have the opportunity to meet Scottish students. So it's a great opportunity to kind of network, not just in Scotland, but with other U.S. students as well.
It really gave me a very full scope view of the world, I would say.
Having a case study with a Scottish business for the Stetson Study Abroad program was probably the thing that pushed me over the edge to actually do the program. Scotland is awesome, and I know I've always wanted to go see it, and so I remember planning for that summer going, I am probably just going to go to Scotland anyway, but it is the program itself that made me choose to go for that experience of studying and then learning about a Scottish business and then working with them to move forward. And then having that on your resume and being able to get the experience from that, that is valuable.
One of the first initial questions that every internship will ask you is, what is the most applicable experience that you have had that you can bring to your position that would benefit us? And I thought about other jobs and other internships that I've done in the past, but it's honestly the consulting at Scotland that really helped me. And they just were so impressed with not only my credentials, but just the fact that I was able to successfully come up with a strategy for a company that wasn't even from the United States, an international company, basically. So after that initial interview process, I got a call back a week later, currently working there now, and it's an amazing experience.
Something I found really interesting about my whole experience is how easy it actually was to just engage with companies and really put yourself out there and achieve. I never would have thought before I went abroad that I'd be able to meet with businesses and actually truly help them out, just being the freshman that I was going into college. So after the whole experience, me working with different students from different schools and us becoming really close friends, some that I still talk to today, and just being able to actually seriously help out a company and give them help was definitely a very fulfilling experience.
So I was lucky enough to be able to go to two study abroad programs. I went to Scotland and Innsbruck, and I loved both programs. Both programs are amazing. I did gain more experience that I was able to apply to my life here through Scotland, though, because I was able to do the case study. I was able to work with a local business on an international scale, and that directly correlated with me being able to get this job that I currently have, which I wouldn't be able to do so without this program. So I definitely thumbs up for Scotland.
For spot in Scotland is split between two places. They're both toward the north of Scotland. The first one's Isle of Skye, which was in our structured plan in the study abroad Scotland trip. A beautiful place, lots of fun mountains to go hike and climb, and a really, really nature-driven place. A lot of movies were filmed there, music videos, just because it's so nice, and that's definitely one of my biggest takeaways. But then if you go a little bit farther north, it's not on the program, but I did it on one of the weekends that you get for free, that you can free to do whatever you'd like. And I went to a place called John O'Groats, or as it's known there locally, Land's End, because it's the furthest north that you can go before you start getting into a boat and keep on going. I ended up tenting and camping there right on the beach, and I watched the sun go down at midnight and then back up at 3:30, just a little bit off to the right. It was a really nice experience.
In general, there's just so much going on in what relatively is a small city. For example, I went to this indie music festival that was hosted in Inverness, which was so fun. It was all these local artists from not just Scotland, but from the UK, other parts of Europe, coming into this indie festival, and they would play at different restaurant locations. So you'd go to one concert and be like, okay, I'm kind of feeling a different artist now, and just be able to walk down the street and go see another concert. And that was such an amazing experience. I had so much fun, and I really felt like I was within the culture in a sense, which is really amazing.
Something that I found very nice about Scotland in general as a country is just how beautiful it was, how nice and inviting the people were. I heard stories of people not being nice to Americans or not really enjoying their presence there, but we had people even throw little parties for us that owned like local pubs or restaurants because they were just so excited to have visitors there. And also just the breathtaking scenery. Everywhere you go, it seems like a movie. When we went to the Isle of Skye, there was barely no civilization, and it was just all just pure like world, just pure beauty, and it was amazing just going to do that during the trip.
So, what I love about Scotland, first and foremost, is the history behind it. It's such a rich and very, very long history of the area. And the great thing of this program is that they bring you to some of the most important historical sites in the world.
What did I love about Scotland? I loved the people. I remember I would just talk to people, whether it's people that I knew or people that I didn't know, get to know a little bit more about them. And in the back of my head, I was always thinking like how different it was from American to like a local Scottish person, because the differences aren't in they are in the everyday, easy to see kind of things. People wear kilts, people wear pants. That's a pretty big difference to see. But it's also in the culture and the values that they have, and it's like focusing on family and different, very deep history and stuff that we don't have, but they have very much of.
I think a lot of students, when they want to study abroad, they think that finances are a huge barrier and they think they can't afford to go. But I actually think that study abroad can be affordable, and Scotland in particular, there are many scholarships available, and I want to start by saying that. We have scholarships through our office, and we try to prioritize the faculty-led programs, and Scotland is in particular because it's a newer program and because we see the value of the case study project and how this can help students be career ready. But I also think that the Scotland program offers a lot within the program fee that you're paying. It includes your accommodation, it includes half board, it includes all of your program excursions, it includes your tuition cost. So it really does include pretty much everything. You pay that fee, but there's minimal expenses that you have on the ground once you're in Scotland.
I would recommend this program to someone who really wants to see the full potential in themselves that they maybe didn't know was there. Also, I recommend this if you're maybe trying to make some new friends or do something new, and this is basically all that combined into one. You will go abroad, you'll stay with people that you don't know, and you will become friends, I promise you. Might feel weird going with people you don't really know, but I was able to go as a freshman, befriend seniors just like they had just gone to Stetson with me, and working with the businesses and helping people out, you'll really see how much you can do if you just put your mind to it.